one of a kind, Master. Eh?
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Good day to you. What would you like?
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
All right, I can show you something. As long in the tooth as I am, I can tell you most men who pick up a sword know little or nothing of it. So it's best to just forget about any tricks and simply send them to the ground with one quick slash. Would you like me to show you?
That sounds good. Teach me that.
All right. Now, where was I? Oh, right. How to bring a bloke down before he finds the hole you made in him. Well, first you hit him a few times from the right, and then at the same time, you slash him in the throat with a step to the right. Aye, a seriously fast and deadly hit, especially when your opponent is a dumb bumpkin. Now come and try it a few times, lad. You'll never learn it just by wagging your tongue. It's enough, or my shoulder will be killing me. But you didn't...
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
All right. Why the hell not? I can show you how local men fight with pikes. It's not that noble a weapon, but it is dangerously effective. One slash across the belly and you've got him where you want him. What do you say?
That sounds good. Teach me that.
So listen, lad. You start slicing the pike with a slow arc to yank the opponent's weapon aside. This will throw him off balance, so then you slice the pike's blade into his unprotected belly. If you do it right, it's all over, believe me. Now come and try it a few times, lad. You'll never learn it just by wagging your tongue. God bless.
Greetings to you, friend.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
Blunt weapons are my favourite. Show me a few tricks.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
I'd like to know a few tricks with a halberd.
Great, let's get to it. Learning this trick will take some time.
God bless.
God bless you, sir.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
I'd like my horse bathed and its tack cleaned, please.
I'll get right to it, but it will take a while. Coin up front.
I changed my mind.
Good to see you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Good day to you. What brings you here?
I heard there's a wedding coming up. Your son and the bailiff's daughter. That'll be a great feast.
Aye, and a pretty expensive one, too. But Older is my only son. He deserves a wedding that'll be the talk of the county for a long time.
I get that. Lord Semin, about the upcoming wedding. Can I come and see it? I've never been to a nobleman's wedding before.
Henry, you helped us with the weapons, but don't you think you're getting a bit too bold?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm just curious.
I understand, but don't get above yourself. Better help Radovan the blacksmith. Maybe he'll take you to the wedding. He's forging a wedding present for my son. Till we meet again.
Good doggy. Good boy. What the fuck am I doing wrong?
What on earth are you doing here?
Nothing.
What's with that hole there?
What about it?
Got some treasure there, eh?
I wish.
Then what are you up to here?
Look, I mean no disrespect, but I ain't having the best of days. So, thanks for stopping by, but no need to tarry for my sake.
Fine. But you're coming with me.
And why would I do that?
Because you look suspicious. You could be a poacher, or a killer. What do I know? I have to hand you over to the guards. They'll know what to do with you.
Hold on. Is this about the hole? That surely won't be necessary.
That depends on what the hole's for.
It's not for anything. It's an empty hole. All right. Fine. I'll explain. I'm Bolek.
And I'm Henry.
See, what I'm doing here is... How do I... Sakura. How to explain this? Well, it's just... The hand of God dragged me here to look for the Holy Grail.
And what is this Grail?
The Grail! Christ's chalice.
I don't know about that.
The cup that Jesus and his disciples drank from at the Last Supper. He served them wine from it, and his blood flowed into it when they nailed him to the cross. The greatest relic of all time.
Ah, I see. And why in God's name did you think something so precious would be here of all places?
Because I met this old monk the other day. He wasn't entirely right in the head. He kept muttering to himself and looked the worse for wear. Not a pleasant sight, but I felt sorry for him. So I shared some wine and a piece of bacon with him, and he gave me a parchment with writing on it.
You can read?
Of course I can't read. I don't have time for that kind of tomfoolery. But I know a scribe over in Kuttenberg, and he read it to me. And what it said near knocked me on my arse.
Let me guess. Something about the Grail.
Aye! That filthy scrap of parchment described exactly where the chalice of Christ was hidden.
Seriously?
Well, I mean, not actually exactly. It was more like a bunch of verses, but it's a great clue.
Really? Do tell.
You think I'd let you in on it?
Maybe I can help you. Bones, holy relics, buried chests. Wouldn't be the first time I've ferreted something out.
You've found stuff like this before?
I sure have. I've got a knack for it. It's pretty much what I do.
Sacre. Maybe I really am missing something. Fine. The monk gives me this parchment and it says, "From 2 magical mountains, gazing to the heavens. Like a thirsty pilgrim I tread the trail. Across the verdant valley to Land's End. There shall I drink from the spring that will not suffer my breath to fail."
Mountains, valleys, a spring, that could be anywhere.
You're telling me. I've been looking in all sorts of places that might fit the description.
Really?
Aye. I've dug holes here and there, but you're right. It needs narrowing down.
Let me see that parchment.
Here. Can you make anything out of it?
It looks like it's been torn out of a book.
I hadn't thought of that.
Part of the rhyme might be missing. Or maybe there's a map to go with it.
Of course! A map! Why didn't I think of that?
Are you all right?
I might know who has the map. 1,000 thanks, Henry. You can keep that parchment. You've been a big help.
Well, good luck then.
It was good to see you, my friend. You have a fine
Good dog, baby. Good boy. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Christ! Pardon me.
track. Whoa, whoa.
Good day.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
How are you able to drink so much?
Great. Let's get to it. Learning this trick will take some time. You silly doggy.
Greetings.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
If you're good with a bow, I'd like to learn.
Fine. But it'll take some time.
A shooting range in the middle of nowhere. Does anyone even come here?
People don't really come to watch, but there's usually plenty of archers. I reckon it's because nobody's ogling them here. What's more, shooting advice from master hunters nothing to be sneezed at, but not everyone comes here to shoot. I've had to kick out a few people. They spent entire days here, getting drunk with Pa. Drives Ma up the wall. So I'll give you one piece of advice for free. Don't come near my Pa with booze. What do you need, sir?
I'd like to compete at archery.
I'm not surprised with someone who shoots as good as you do. What's it to be? Longbow or crossbow?
I think it's a good day for a longbow.
All right. I'll get everything ready and find some fellas, but first you need something to shoot from. Come back when you're ready. Arrows I can give you, but I want to see you carrying a bow. Got it? How can I help you today, friend?
I'd like to compete at archery.
I'm not surprised with someone who shoots as good as you do. What's it to be? Longbow or crossbow?
Maybe longbow?
All right. So what do you feel up to? Want to compete with beginners, advanced archers, or masters?
Let's take the good old middle road. Find me some experienced archers.
Fine. Of course, it ain't for free, though. Have you got something to wager?
Hang on. I'll see how much I have. Yeah, here it is. So, can we start?
Wait a while until I get the other archers. Meanwhile...